guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist gaslights to cast spells on you. So, initially before this video, I made a video about the narcissist never-ending gaslighting. So if you guys have not checked that out, that video along with this video is going to actually make sense because it's a process. Like I've said before, the narcissist never stops gaslighting. This is someone that their anger, their hate grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and the crime gets bigger. This is why when you're with them, the abuse escalates even when you don't deserve it, because their anger is growing, their hate is growing for people. So depending on what level they're at, it has a lot to do with the gaslighting. So someone who is, a lot of times you get with these narcissists that literally they're just out of their mind and they don't have self-control, or they'll do things that a normal person won't do. And when you call them out on it, they're kind of like, I'm not like everyone else, you can't expect everyone to be the same. They'll say, things like that to you. So, you'll think to yourself, well, maybe they're coming up to my job and, this is their way of apologizing by bringing me a gift. Maybe I'm overlooking things, that I should be happy, right? That's what the narcissist is going to project to you. You should be happy that I'm doing something nice for you. See, like, nothing I do is appreciated, and they're gaslighting you because they're trying to make you forget about the things that they've done. So when you come back to reality and you're like, wait, you're gaslighting me. Like, you just did this yesterday or 2 days ago. You did this and it was something big. It's not something small. It's something big. They try to desensitize you and they try to make it seem like, I already apologized about that. Like, let's move on from that. Like, how are we going to make things work if we were stuck in the past? Like, and then they'll start picking at you. You like drama. You like this. You like that. You're insecure. You are always depressed, and you weren't that person. They're trying to make you that person. So if you believe it, you're casting a spell on yourself. You're giving them the power. You're giving them the power to cast spells on you. And by you accepting it, just by standing there still, not saying anything, even if you're not saying anything, you're not arguing with them. You being in their presence, you're agreeing to the abuse. You're agreeing with the spells they're trying to cast on you. So the more you try to ignore this, the bigger the hate grows inside of the narcissist. And now the abuse escalates. They do something worse than last time. And you're telling them, I forgave you last time. I'm a good person. How could you do this to me? Like, I was so nice to you. I helped you out even after you did this to me. Why would you do it again? And they'll tell you, I don't remember. I didn't say that to you. They'll continue to gaslight you. They'll even mock you. After a while, they'll even mock you. They'll tell you something like, I can tell you the sky is green, but that doesn't mean you should believe me. So not only are they gaslighting you, but now they're humiliating you. They're mocking you. And they feel like by you allowing that type of treatment to them, they feel like, I would never let someone treat me like that. So a lot of times, you put yourself in positions where you're like, I can't make this person happy, or, I'm giving this person space. And then when I give them space, they're literally latching on to me, so this person doesn't want to let me go, but they don't want to be happy. So it puts you in a very uncomfortable situation because you want to detach yourself from this person, and it almost feels like they want to detach themselves from you. The only difference is that they're abusing you while they're trying to get out. And they can't be by themselves while they're trying to get out. So, you know, you're trying to leave and, to give them the freedom that they deserve or they feel they deserve, right? Because it's their right. We all have rights. We can't expect people to, be with us forever either. But I think what happens is that the narcissist's own fear to be by themselves causes them to put spells on you. And a lot of times when you finally wake up and you realize that and they've moved on, it's their turn to start having to grieve the pain for their consequences because everything has a price. That means that, I can treat you like an object. You're treating yourself like an object. But to you, it's like, you're almost angry because you've accepted someone to push so many boundaries, and you're thinking like, hey, that's love. And to them, it's like, no, it's a game for me. It's a game for me. That's what fuels me. That's what you don't get. It's right in front of you. That's the best part. That's the best part, is gaslighting you. That's the fun part. That's the secret formula right there. This is why I can hoover and, just having a conversation with you and not giving you closure and gaslighting you more gives me fuel, because then I'll go back to doing what I'm doing and you'll just be confused, angry, or blaming yourself. And they're hoping that you even contact them so that they can gaslight you to other people now. So a lot of times they're waiting on you to contact them just so that they can gaslight you to other people on top of that. And now those people are putting spells on you, and then they're like, I have everyone talking about you. I've told everyone what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to go and play more games with you. And they know that you're choosing to let me do this to you, so they're not going to feel sorry for you. Don't ask anyone to help you when I do something worse than last time. And the gaslighting doesn't stop. They come even harder. And while they're coming harder and the people around them are jumping to defend them, you're getting all of this bad negative energy to the point where the people around them will even try to fight you, or they'll try to, call your phone or send you bad messages or give you bad looks, or they're gossiping about you to others. Other people are putting spells on you. And as long as you keep taking that person back, nothing changes. Everything stays the same. And when you finally get to that point where you want to move on and you understand what's going on and you understand this person is a bad person, they're wicked, and you know that there's no remorse and they've done this before and they'll continue to do this, once you get that part and you get it, and the reason you understand that is because you're the one who witnessed the gaslighting. You're the one that couldn't believe that someone just keeps lying and keeping a straight face. And that's their favorite part, because now you're acting out. And guess what? I personally knew what was going on when things started to escalate, because I had this anger in me that I never had before, this rage. And they would say little things like, basically trying to make it seem like this isn't my first rodeo or something. And I'm like, dude, like, it is my first rodeo, and I'm young, you're old. So when things would happen and I was going through the gaslighting and I started to feel that rage, at that moment, everything finally made sense to me. It was like, oh, this is why I've seen my friends and people in the past lose their mind over their boyfriends, and they're like slashing tires, or they're, I remember one time I was with a friend and she's like, I'm going to drive by my boyfriend's house right now. And I remember thinking to myself, like, she is crazy. What do you mean? Why are we driving by? Like, why would we just drive by? And I couldn't understand, like, so many different scenarios happened where I was watching women in pain, crying, yelling, screaming, asking why. Why? What am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm just hearing women getting abused in my neighborhood. And I would think to myself, like, what's going on? Until it finally happened to me. And then I realized, oh, it happens to everyone. The gaslighting doesn't stop, and they never stop. And when you react and they're acting all calm, gaslighting is their favorite part. So when you're reacting and some people end up, finally they can't take it. The narcissist has destroyed their property many times. They're finally like, screw you, right? But all the times you forgave them for destroying your things, and the moment that you do something to them, you're in trouble and you have to pay for it for the rest of your life. That was one heck of a spell, wasn't it? That was one heck of a spell they put on you. And that was their favorite part. They're like, oh, that was easy. Got me another one. She's going to love me forever. She's going to think about me forever because I have a trauma bond with her. I did some crazy things to her. And they'll brag about all the women that loved them. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. And they don't feel nothing. They don't feel a thing. So what I'm telling you is that when you finally get pissed, pay attention to them. Watch how calm they are. It's going to make you so sick to your stomach. Your stomach's going to boil. You're going to feel like there's some weight on your neck, on your shoulders, and you're just going to be in shock, and you're going to try to get a real answer, and you're not going to get it. And they put you in situations where you feel like you're going to do something, or you're going to get so upset you don't even care, And this is why a lot of people turn to suicide, because they're like, I don't have it in me to hurt someone else, And then some people, some empaths do, they've been so abused that they do hurt that predator, because they realize they got me already. I don't have nothing to lose. I can't live like this. And they get the narcissist back. And it's a dangerous game to play, because the gaslighting doesn't stop, and they don't care how violent things are, because in their mind, they've killed you many times. They've put spells and killed you many times. Do you get me? They put you to sleep. So when you retaliate, when you finally blow up, they're going to record you and do all of the things that you would never have done to them. They're going to retaliate, and they're going to do it where they're looking at you in your eyes, and they're like, yeah, I know you didn't do it to me. Yeah, I'm doing it to you. So what? And I'm doing it to you because I know that's something we even talked about, that we wouldn't do that to each other. But really, I'm the one who told you that so you wouldn't do it to me. I put that in your head. I'm the puppet master. Surprise. You still think I am someone else, right? You still think that I'm the person you know, but you don't know what's on the inside. You don't know who I am. Don't allow these people to put spells in your life, you guys. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, and peace in your healing. If you guys want to do a booking session with me, I'll leave my information in this video where you guys can call me and text me, and I can give you my booking information. If you guys are new to this podcast and you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget, if you guys haven't watched my first video on the never-ending gaslighting, watch that one first, because that one's going to make more sense to this one. So share this video, you guys. Share it to anyone that you know is going through this, and, help them, save them, so that they don't, life is short. It's too short. And the narcissists, they enjoy it when you're putting spells on yourself, even when they're gone. You're getting angry with strangers or random people. I've seen it where I used to think certain people were crazy, right? And then I started to realize, like, oh, they're not crazy. They're hurting, They're hurting. Like, some people, and then you get confused. You're like, I don't know if this person's the narcissist or what, because the narcissist is out of their mind and this person's acting out of their mind, but this person's in pain. So, and the narcissist is happy, they're happy because you're in pain. So I'm sending you guys lots of love. Talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.